back to the Light Skinema podcast. This is episode 16, where today we're going to be reviewing, our last Christmas film of the year for the Christmas season, The Polar Express. Obviously, if you've seen our earlier episodes this month, this film is in Jake Don's, I'm pretty sure, number one spot, if I'm correct, right, for Christmas movies. So, yeah, this is obviously episode where I feel like Jake Don's going to be expressing his love for this film a lot in this, but, of course, before we get into the film review, just kick it over to you, Jake. On anything you want to touch on, life-wise, movie news, anything.
We're back.
Yep.
It's good to be back. It's like cold as shit here, but here we are. Movie news. None that comes to mind right now, but I'm just really excited for Marty Supreme. I think the hype built around it is tremendous. And I think Timothée Chalamet has been doing some interesting marketing behind it. If you're not familiar, he's been doing a lot of social media around the film, just like posting and doing interviews, talking about how he wants to be the greatest and how he has like an athlete mindset towards filmmaking. And some people think it's a little ridiculous, and other people can like kind of commend Timothy because say what you want about him, he's driven and he wants to become one of the greats. Whether or not you think he has that is kind of up to you, but so far what he's shown me in his career, he can definitely take that leap. But I guess we'll just kick it over to watches. Let's talk about Wake Up Dead Man, because Nick knows this, and I know Nick, that he and I are big fans of the Knives Out franchise, and this newest entry is awesome. It goes in a little bit of a different direction from the other films, but I enjoy it. I thought that Daniel Craig was hilarious in this. Like, he really reminds me of Bugs Bunny in these films, in the sense that he's like a wisecracking main character, but he's also pretty smart. But I echo a lot of Nick's review on the film through his letterboxd, in that the ensemble cast is kind of just hanging around. Like, they don't really give as much depth or time with them as the other two films do. But I really appreciate the dynamic between Daniel Craig and Josh O'Connor's character. I mean, they clash a lot here, but it's entertaining to watch, and you're always going to get a good mystery out of Knives Out.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly liked it. I will be rewatching at some point. Not before the year ends. But I'm sure. I don't know. Maybe sometime next year. I think it's really good. This was one of the films I saw at the film festival 2 months ago now. It doesn't feel that long ago, but nearly 2 months ago. I think Josh O'Connor, to me, steals the show. I thought he was phenomenal. He was my favorite part of the film. And yeah, like I said, I think the supporting cast in this is all really great actors and people I'm fans of, but I don't think they don't mesh as well or did as much as like previous films, especially like in the first Knives Out. The first Knives Out, it really felt like everybody, like, there was a possibility that anybody was the murderer or like was putting this plan into motion. In this film, to me at least, not trying to sound like I was like I knew exactly who it was, but it felt like some of these characters felt like I don't believe that they're malicious, and I don't believe that they're the ones that committed the crime, but it seems like people are liking it over the internet, and like it seems like it's getting good reception. So I'm a fan of that, because I think Rian Johnson and Daniel Craig should keep pumping these movies out, honestly.
Absolutely, they're super fun, and they remind me of like a novel series that I would get like at a book fair from the school and be like, "Fuck! Like, I need the next entry in like Dire Wimpy Kid, 39 Clues, like stuff like that," and it's really fun. over the plane, I watched Companion, which came out earlier this year, and I honestly didn't know anything about this film going into it. Um, I know it's one of the more watched films this year, and I can't say that I was blown away by it, but I had a decent time with it. The runtime wasn't too long, so it was fairly enjoyable. Uh, it follows a, I guess, love story turned like revenge story against Jack Quaid's character here, who spoilers, but orders what is the lead's name?
Her in the
Sophie
Iris.
Thatcher. Okay.
Yeah, Sophie Thatcher, but her character is Iris. Yeah.
She orders Iris, who spelled backwards is Siri. Do with that what you want, but she orders this e robot so he can do you know what with it, and she gains sentience, and she finds out that she is put into a scheme to grab wealth from one of their Russian friends, and it's just hijinks from there, and you see a lot of misogyny and just relationship dynamics where you explore this abusive relationship, and I can't say it tackled anything groundbreaking, but I enjoyed it. It killed some time for me on the plane, and honestly don't have too much more to say. But I know
Yeah, I don't.
you liked it a little bit less than me, Nick.
Yeah, I saw this back in January of this year. Um, I feel like that's a big reason why the film is popular on Letterboxd because it has been on streaming for a while. But I did not care for this at all. I really didn't like it.
I will say that for some reason the copy they gave on Southwest was like censored, or like it was an edited version, and you can tell because I had these same headphones on, and you can like tell when they dubbed in some of the lines. So like instead of saying the F word, they're like, "What the flip, Iris?" Like
Um,
just some corny stuff that kind of took me out a little bit, but I still had a decent time. Um, I did watch Dazed and Confused, which I won't go too much into length here, but just a fun high school slash coming of age film about these seniors and their role with these incoming freshmen coming to their school, as well as facing pressure from authority figures like a high school coach when they realize that not all the kids are like these stereotypical archetypes. Like you have the jock, the nerds, the stoners, and the popular girls, everyone else, and the coach doesn't like that, and you just get to really explore some fun relationships, and it was nice having some tropes broken here with I forget the main character's name, but he is a football player, and he's not into like only football. He's into other stuff. He like for example, they go to I think it was Aerosmith at the end of the film, and he's just exploring these other aspects of himself in the '70s where a lot of people kind of try to shoehorn you into certain areas, and it was just a fun time.
yeah, I've grown to like this film a little bit more on my rewatch. I love Linklater. He's one of my favorites, but certainly more towards the bottom of my ranking, if I'm being honest. But I do think this film showcases the '70 high school teenage lifestyle very well. Um,
A lot of
but
people
yeah,
I've read in like YouTube comments were saying that like the hazing scenes were very accurate to similar experiences from like boomers when they were in high school. At least I think in the same setting as this film. I don't know, just something I picked up on. Um, I did watch this on Criterion, and I was choosing between that and Cure, which I both haven't seen when I watched this, but I wanted to save Cure for another time because I felt like it would be worth the exploration and just a better watch for a different time because I feel like that is a film that I'm going to really enjoy. I'll go over it briefly. It's about this detective who kind of gets lost in this case. Who I forget if he's like, yeah, it's like this impossible case, and it's this Korean or not Korean, Japanese drama. And if you haven't seen the trailer, please watch it because it's really captivating, and I can't wait to get into this one.
Yeah, I've seen it one time. I think I want to say close to 2 years ago. Oh, over 2 years ago. Yeah, it's fantastic. I would love to. Well, I'm gonna definitely rewatch it one day. I think maybe when you decide to watch it, I might rewatch it. And it could probably be a good episode because there's a lot to talk about here. And you know, me obviously, I love detective thrillers, so it's definitely one of the better ones that I've seen for sure.
Yeah, I'll hand that to you that you like kind of put me on that genre a little bit more. So kudos to you.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I'll quickly go over some stuff I watched. I think the last time we talked must have been after hours, probably, or a little bit after that.
It was
Uh,
after
I
Ella McKay, if I recall correctly.
yeah. So I pretty much just been doing a bunch of 2025 watches that I'm trying to squeeze in before the year ends. Because honestly, once the year ends, I'm gonna kind of forget about them and not really want to watch them if I'm being honest. So I did Train Dreams. This is getting some awards recognition. I thought the film looked great. I thought Joel Edgerton acted really well in it, but ultimately I wasn't too impressed with the story. The Ritual, which is just like a Exorcist movie starring Al Pacino. He's one of the stars in it, and it's one of the worst movies I've seen in a long time. I think it's my second to last film of the year, so was not good. Was not good. Rewatch Avatar: Way of Water because at the time of recording this tomorrow morning, I'm going to see the third one. Very excited. I love Avatar: The Way of Water. I think it's a really really good film. It's a long film, but I think it really flows very well together. There's no to me there's no really like dull sequences or dull moments in the film. I really enjoy that. Some Christmas watches. Finally getting into those of like my favorites. The Muppet Christmas Carol, really great, fun stuff. The Holdovers. Um, it was my fourth watch. I saw this back in theaters when it came out in 2023, and I've seen it a few times at home. It's just fantastic. I texted Jathan. I was like, please watch this before the Christmas season ends.
They'll
It's
probably
absolutely
be
one of my
tonight or
favorites.
tomorrow.
Good. Yeah. I could talk about that thing all day. Um, and then some other 2025 stuff I got to. Jay Kelly finally starring George Clooney and Adam Sandler, another film that's getting a lot of awards recognition. I think both of them were great in it. Ultimately, the movie was a little dull to me. It's pretty much just a father who is, this movie star actor, very similar to kind of George Clooney's lifestyle. Like, he was very popular and had his big moments, in his heyday, but now he's kind of older, not getting as many roles, and he kind of is filled with a lot of regret due to him being, a very inactive father in his children's life, and it kind of just showcases that. But I don't know. It's a story you've seen before. It wasn't really anything too inventive in my eyes, but it was a good watch. I'm happy I did finally watch it. And then some films I don't know how many people even have heard of. Hot Milk and Hedda. It's just two 2025 movies that I pretty much just watched due to the actors in them. Hot Milk had Emma Mackey, who was in Ella McKay. I'm a fan of hers. I thought the movie was pretty bad though. And then Hedda has Tessa Thompson, who I'm a big fan of Tessa Thompson. I thought she was great in the film, but the film to me was pretty mediocre. I don't think I'll be thinking about it much else other than today. But yeah, just pretty much 2025 stuff I'm wrapping up on. I think I have five more films I have to get to that are like streaming ones, and then some in theater stuff, and then just Christmas films for the rest of the year, and then into the new year. But for movie news, I don't have much today. I did see. I don't know how true this is. Obviously, there's been rumors of a new Transformers film that's in the works, and apparently today they said that Shia LaBeouf is going to be reprising his role. So if that is the truth, I'm very happy. I know that he is a man that has done a lot of horrible things, and he's not getting hired as much as he used to, due to his, his, you know,
I'm
I don't
not
want to say it
familiar.
because it's just I don't want to say it on here. I mean, I can tell you off air, but he's done a lot of horrific things. That some people are never gonna watch his movies again, and I totally get. But he was one of my favorite actors growing up in the Transformers films, as Jathan knows, and I've said it on here a bunch of times. Those films mean a whole lot to me. So if they do make another one with him, I'll definitely be watching just because I grew up with those movies. But um, other than that, movie news wise, I don't have a bunch. Like Jathan said, Marty Supreme. I'm very excited for that. Timothy Chalamet has been doing a phenomenal job with the marketing, and it's really fun to see it because he's really a. I mean, he's about to be 30 years old, but he's a new generation actor that really understands the importance of marketing a film nowadays because there's so much content that's out there and there's so much that people can absorb now. It's not like back in the 90s or the 80s where like film was like the top entertainment thing, and we've talked about this. We talked about it last week with the streaming thing. Like to get people to go see a movie, especially a movie like Marty Supreme, is very impressive. I think it's going to make a lot of money. I think I think it's a great thing for him to end off the year with this film, and it could roll right into award season. And obviously, some people have their, like you were saying, their opinions on Timothy Chalamet, saying that he wants to be one of the best and all that. I think for sure he is already one of the best of his generation, and I think there's a good shot this year we could see him lifting that gold statue. But like I said, I haven't seen it yet. Neither has Jathan. It hasn't done its wide release yet, but we're both very excited for it, and I'm counting down the days to see it. And then the last bit of news I wanted to say was so I was just telling Jathan before we hopped on. I was just on eBay scrolling through stuff. I was just looking at movies and stuff because you can find a lot of good deals on there. And I stumbled across two props from set of my favorite movie of all time, Tenet. And I gotta be honest, the price of them was pretty reasonable. It wasn't super cheap, but it was pretty reasonable. But I got two props from the set of Tenet. I don't think like the big stars wore them, like John David Washington or Robert Pattinson, but there's a battle sequence at the end of Tenet, which there's a lot of extras, and they all wear like these military suits and all that. But if you've seen the movie, it's very um, distinct outfits that they wear. So I'm not going to reveal what the things are exactly. Once I get them in the mail, I'm definitely going to be showing them on the podcast and showing to Jathan. But like Tenet is my favorite movie of all time, so it means a whole lot to me. I'm obviously a collector, and I don't really have any. I don't think I have any prop stuff. So this is pretty cool. It wasn't super cheap, but it also was a good, reasonable deal for me to get both the things I got, and I'm very excited. I stumbled upon it on eBay today. I was not expecting to see it, and I was just like I had to jump at the opportunity to grab it.
How'd you know that it was the official prop used on set versus like a fake? I feel like that is something that happens a lot.
Well, at first, because I contacted the seller and all that after, but at first glance, one of the items I got is very distinct. Like it's like there's no way that this is like a prop replica. Like I feel like this is just an example, but say like Batman's cowl. Like I feel like it's very easy to replicate that, and people can make it on their own. The thing that I got is very distinct, so I don't think anybody made it. Plus, I contacted the seller and was like, "Hey, is this like legit? Like, is there gonna be some paperwork to this? To like, is this legit from the set?" And yeah, they said it was. And also, there's a prop site that the two things I bought were also listed on there as well, and they did like a direct link to the eBay. link as well. So yeah, it's legit stuff. It's not like I don't even know what I was. It's not like a lightsaber from Star Wars. It's not something that like on first glance you would know exactly what it's from. But obviously, me being a fan of Tenet, when I saw it, I knew it was immediately from the film, and I'm really excited for it because I that film, in a lot of ways, it sounds corny or dumb, but in a lot of ways, that film like kind of gave me a lot of hope at the time it came out. Just through obviously it came out in COVID, but also at that time in my personal life, a lot was going on, and that film completely absorbed my mind for like 6 months. And it's my favorite thing. It's my favorite movie by my favorite filmmaker. So it's gonna be very cool putting that on display in my movie basement shelf. So I'm looking forward to that.
Hell yeah, dude. Uh, Real quick before we move on, I just wanted to announce that the Oscars are being picked up by YouTube in 2029. So that was kind of a big deal because it's one of the last like real major shows still anchored to broadcast. So I thought that was worth mentioning. As well as Netflix is acquiring Barstool Sports, which
Mm.
sounds like they're expanding their territory into sports, but also like radio and broadcasting, podcasting. And last one is that Warner Brothers is launching a new film label led by former Neon executives, and it will focus on 2 to 3 small budget films per year targeting Gen Z. And there's expected to be a name by Sundance. So Warner
Mm.
Brothers, I guess, still wants to play a hand in film, regardless of being acquired by whether it's Netflix or Paramount, whatever the future holds. It seems like it's going to be Netflix, uh, based off rumors and just general buzz around the internet, but that should do it for the news segment.
Yeah. But yeah. So obviously we're talking about the Polar Express today. I felt like obviously we did Rudolph a couple weeks ago, which is not my number one favorite, but it's certainly in my top three, and I love it. So I felt like it would be nice to get Jathan's legit favorite Christmas movie on here. So I feel like Jathan, maybe it would be nice if you kick this off. You want to maybe talk about why it's your favorite, if you remember any childhood memories with this in particular.
Yeah, so the Polar Express, if you haven't watched it, is about a boy who is struggling to fall asleep before Christmas Eve because he heavily doubts Santa Claus's existence. And he gets up, he starts looking through all his reports that show you that the North Pole is, quote, devoid of life, and that there's no way that people can exist there or make toys for that matter. So he tries falling asleep again, and then one of Tom Hanks's characters, the conductor, arrives, and he goes on a train to the North Pole on the Polar Express. Um, like I said, Tom Hanks, he plays a massive amount of roles in here. I can't name them all to you. That's just how many he does. But to name a few, he does the conductor, the ghost on the train, and he plays Santa. But this
I
film's
have it
very
pulled up right here too, if you want me. You said the conductor, yep. The hobo ghost, Santa Claus, the hero boy's father, the
Scrooge.
Ebenezer Scrooge puppet. He's the narrator, and he does the. I'm pretty sure he did some of the mocap for the hero boy as well,
Yeah.
and he does the hero boy like adult voice at the end of the film.
Um, this film's very special to me, and I watched it this year on December 18th. I usually wait for December 24th, which is the same day the film takes place on. But managed to do the podcast for tonight, so I wanted to get that in there. Um, this film is very special to me because I just can relate a lot to the boy here, and his struggle. He very much is a skeptic in Santa Claus, and I feel like everyone reached that age where that question kind of like disturbed them, and it started to intrude on their Christmas experience. And he meets a lot of characters here. Lamar Jackson, as you said, in the top 10 list. uh, but it's a fun film. Music's amazing. Alan Silvestri does an amazing job. We'll kind of go into that in a second. But I guess, like, the thing that stands out to me the most, and I touched on this in the top 10 episode if you haven't watched, is just the mystical and like ethereal nature surrounding this film. Uh, it's just it really captures that sense of wonder and mystery that you had as a kid, and I can't really express into words, no pun intended, express how much it means to me. Just because I'm in a different position than I am when I was a kid, but I watched this because, again, the nature of this film, and it just reminds me of family. I mean, I'll kind of touch on this later, but I watch this all the time at my grandmother's, and she has it on Blu-ray, and I've always watched it that way. And just like we said in the top 10 episode, there's the Polar Express experience, which was kind of a real life attraction that we had when me and Nick grew up, and it's just very personal to me.
Yeah, I really love this. When it came out, what, 06? 04, sorry. It came out 04. So yeah, this film has always been a part of our lives, literally, since we were born. But yeah, I used to watch this one a lot as a kid. I would say probably, I don't know, elementary school age. This was probably my favorite Christmas movie. We had it on DVD or Blu-ray for sure. I'm not sure if I still have it. It's definitely not on my movie shelf, but maybe I have it tucked away somewhere in the house. But yeah, this thing, like Jathan said, the magical feel of it is so real, and I feel like when you're a kid, I mean, I don't know about you when you figured out Santa wasn't real, but I feel like even maybe those last few years of when you still believe it, you start to get skeptical, and you're like, when you really start to think about it, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But you know, it just everybody, at least, I mean, I hope most people got to experience the magic of Santa and the North Pole when they were kids, because it's just a time that, you know, when you're in it as a kid, you don't realize how precious it is. But now, as we're, young adults, it's like you kind of wish for those type of times back. But I absolutely love it. I think for some reason I feel like in the last, like, at least since I've been in like the film social media worlds, not even just in terms of posting, but just like paying attention to like the film Twitter and all that, I feel like this film gets ripped on a lot. Um, I certainly don't think the animation has held up as well. I don't think it's like atrocious or bad, but I think, I don't know, there's something a little off about it,
I
and
disagree.
I just think it's kind of like that. Zemeckis did it with a film. I forget the name. I'm looking up on Letterboxd right now. Oh, here, the movie that came out last year. There's a lot of de aging that happens in this film that kind of is along the same lines of that Polar Express animation. Like it's kind of a realistic animation that also is like, I don't know. It's hard to describe.
Uncanny.
Maybe there's a um, legit term out there for it, but it doesn't bother me. But it certainly I didn't, when I rewatched it last year. It had been a few years, and I was like, oh wow, like it was kind of kind of hits you in the face. I feel like I don't think it diminishes like the story or anything. It's just kind of it's in your face, but nevertheless, I still really enjoy it. There's a lot of sequences that I love with this film, and I think that's the main reason why I love it. Is the hot chocolate sequence that's super iconic. Once the train hits that ice bank or ice river and there's no track anymore, that's very cool sequence. And then when the kids get off the train finally and get to meet Santa, that whole North Pole that they created, I think that's one of my favorite North Poles in a movie. That one to me felt
Yes.
really, really, really magical. And I'm not saying that others don't, but I don't know. It's just I feel like when you think of the North Pole as a kid, I feel like the Polar Express is kind of what you envision. Just like so grand, so big. Obviously, Santa was like larger than life in this film. Like he's way bigger than the kids. He's way bigger than the conductor. I feel like that's how you kind of envision Santa, kind of as like a more of a Greek god figure, if anything.
You also didn't mention that, like, when they're exploring the North Pole, it's like you really see the ins and outs of the whole operation, so it feels very lived in.
I think those moments are cool, but I think it drags. That's the only reason I didn't mention it.
No,
That's like the
you're
part of the
wrong.
film I don't love. It looks great and it's cool, but that's like the one sequence of the film where I'm like, oh, okay, let's move, let's get going.
I feel like you didn't have that complaint for like Spirited Away, because I feel like they spend a lot of time kind of going through these rooms and it can feel like they're padding for time, but for me it's like they're doing some important world building here. And
I definitely said that for Spirited Away.
okay, but anyway, um I just love the dialogue here. I think it's a little simple on the surface, but when you think about like the creative decisions here, like I love the part towards the start of the film when he's like faking staying asleep and his parents are talking about him. They're like
Hmm.
he doesn't even believe anymore. Just all these little nice writing here where you really start to explore the meaning of Christmas, the spirit of Christmas, which we'll get into with the ghost. The conductor has a lot of good lines, and he's just a good figure to the kids in general. In particular, I want to bring up when after they cross the ice bank, the conductor mentions that he was saved by some mysterious figure when he was a boy on the train, and he mentions that sometimes seeing is believing, but sometimes the things that are most real are the things you can't see, and interpret that how you want, but that to me is like one of the most real lines that like has ever come out of a film because again, like you can put whatever religious standpoint you want on it, but I think if you believe in a higher power, then like I think that will truly speak to you in the sense that there are things that are beyond explanation in this world, and I think that remains true for a lot of things, Santa Claus included, which kind of ties back into like the magic of Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like a little too kind of I don't know, like artsy fartsy, like thinking about it too much, but I feel like you said the religious stuff. I feel like you could kind of look at Tom Hanks's characters. Obviously, he's playing multiple, but I feel like his three main characters, the hobo, ghost spirit, the conductor, and Santa. I feel like you kind of look at them as like you know the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit in a way. I feel like the hobo ghost guy, he could obviously he encompasses like the Holy Spirit. Like he's the guardian angel of the train. Like when they're falling over, he grabs onto the kid, and the kid's grabbing onto like the girl and the conductor. He kind of gives them that motivation on the top of the train, like in the middle of the film. I feel like obviously Santa and this is kind of like the God figure. Like, you know, some people believe in him, some don't. Obviously, at the end of the film, he's larger than life. I mean, I don't know if that's looking too much into it, but I feel like those three characters could kind of fit that theme if you wanted to shoehorn them in that theme. But
I can see that interpretation, but my personal interpretation is that the ghost is the spirit of Christmas, and he doesn't have a
yeah,
name because he is forgotten, but he still lingers, and he's still a very important figure in the spirit of in just the Christmas time. When he's introduced, he has this scene, and he's asked about Santa, and I wouldn't say he kind of clashes with him, but he you can tell that he doesn't Santa doesn't represent what Christmas means to the ghost, and I just thought it was interesting, and he's probably the most interesting part of the movie to me because they say absolutely nothing about him other than that he's a ghost. And to go back to the spirit of Christmas thing, he's saving them throughout the whole story. Uh, I feel like the conductor does know about him, but he just chooses not to say anything,
yeah,
considering that he alluded to him earlier, and I think all three, yes, do play a role in getting people to believe, but also just getting everyone on board for Christmas.
yeah. Um, I mean, everybody's seen, everybody knows. I don't have like anything in particular. I don't know if there's anything you want to touch on that we haven't, or anything you want to ask me about it.
Yeah, there are a couple things. So I'll spoil the ending of the film. Uh, he gets the first gift of Christmas from Santa, which is a bell that when he rings in his ear, like only he can hear, because it's supposed to represent his belief in Christmas. So he gets home and he wakes up on Christmas Day and he gets his bell from Santa, and only he and his sister can hear it. But when his parents come in, they don't hear anything. They're like, "Oh, it's broken." So it's obviously like supposed to represent their belief in Santa slash I guess their belief in the magic in the world, because when you grow up that veil's lifted and you live your life and you get experience all sorts of traumatic events, and you kind of become you're just not tapped in with the magic as when you are when you're a kid and you're innocent. But I was wondering what your interpretation was on that, and also if you noticed visually right before he opens that gift, like you can see he got the Scrooge puppet for Christmas. So maybe there's still a part of him that doesn't believe. I don't know.
I never noticed the Scrooge puppet before. I'm not saying you're wrong. I never picked up on that. I mean, I feel like the interpretation is quite simple. I just think I think they did it in a way that's really obviously easy to tell, because obviously this is intended for a kids movie, more than anything. And I feel like as a kid, it was a really impactful thing, because obviously when he gets it for Christmas, like you said, the sister can hear it, the parents can hear it, but then as Tom Hanks narrates the end of the film, it's like even as the years pass, like whatever his sister's name is, like even he's like she stopped hearing the bell, but he's like even as time went on, as I got older, I continued to hear it no matter what. I just think it's a really sweet kind of cute thing. It's not trying to mask the meaning of what it means. It just makes it very clear, but I think it does it in a very I don't know the word I'm looking for, but a very nice way where it's very easy to pick up on what Robert Zemeckis was going for here, and I think it's really impactful. I think I actually, funny enough, I think I have a Christmas ornament that is the bell, and it says on it like labeled the Polar Express. I don't know if I think we still have it. We must still have it. But yeah.
I I I I could say a lot about this film, but I also can't because I just can't put it to words. But again, there's like a creepy air to the film, and I think that's what draws me back every year, especially with the ghost. Is like there's a lot that can be explained but isn't explained in the film, and it's a simple technique, but it's one of the techniques in film that I think pulls me in, and I think it's universally true for a lot of people. I mean, there's a saying in horror that the creepiest things are the things you can't understand, and it's a very primal feeling, and it's very effective in storytelling. Um, Again, the score by Alan Silvestri is just amazing here. Um, the
What other
track
stuff has he done? Yeah, Avengers, Back to the
Back to the
Future. That makes
Future,
sense. Yeah, a lot of Robert Zemeckis films.
yeah. Um, the track "Seeing is Believing" is like one that I go back to often. I listened to it on the flight here, and that was it gave me a lot of chills and just emotions bubbling up. But great movie. If you hate it, then I hate you. Um,
We don't judge people on what they like and dislike. We just talked about that last episode.
I was being sarcastic, but
No, I know.
please check it out.
Yeah. Or just rewatch it because I'm sure most people have seen it. Rewatch it because I know last year was my first rewatch in a while. I would say like a good 5 years, and it was really sweet to go back to it.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd bump that 3.5, but I understand.
Yeah, I mean it's great. It will never not be a great Christmas movie, but for a personal
I'm
rating, yeah.
hearing the bell, and you're not hearing the bell.
No, I'm hearing it. I just hear it for other stuff, other movies. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good on Polar Express. But like I said, we have two little fun Christmas things I prepped before we got on the podcast. Yeah, and I think they're gonna take up a little bit of time, but I think it's gonna be fun. One is a little bit more just of a fun game between me and Jathan. I think the second game though is actually there'll be like a winner loser, and I was thinking if you want to agree with this, I think that the winner of the second game um, gets to pick at some point in the new year a film they want to review, regardless if the other person um, likes it or not. So, I mean, I feel like most films we talk about on here we both like, but I was just gonna say if whoever wins gets to pick a film we get to review this coming year, no matter what. The other person has to agree with it if you're cool with that.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I think that's pretty fun and fair. But yeah, so I'm just gonna pull it up right now. So the first game I created for us today to play is a top 25 Christmas films according to IMDb. So don't kill me for this list of 25. This is just according to IMDb. But I thought it would be fun if we blind rank them. And so how we're going to be deciding which films we get is just from this little wheel that I created. It just has all 25 films in it. We'll just spin it, and once it lands on one, it will delete from the list, and then so pretty much I'll spin it. Say it's Jathan's turn. Say it lands on Elf. We'll go over to the spreadsheet. Jathan, you're gonna have to blind rank Elf. Obviously, you want to try to do these rankings as accurate as possible. You've seen blind ranking videos, and I'm sure people watching this have seen it. You obviously want to try to get it as close to as you would rank them if you just saw the full list. So hopefully I explained that okay. If there's any confusion, please tell me before we start. But
So, how are we determining the winner here?
this one is not the winning game. This is more of just like a fun see where we rank these movies. This is not the a clear winner game.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yep. So we'll pretty much just go back and forth, blind ranking. Obviously, number one is the film we obviously like the best. 10 is the one we like the least. And I will say there are some films on here that I haven't seen. I'm sure there's some films on here you haven't seen. In that case, we're just gonna have to play them. Obviously, if we haven't seen them, I would recommend just putting them at the bottom of the list because obviously we haven't seen them. But we're gonna have to play them because we only have 25 here. So, um, if you're ready, I'm ready. I'll spin it, and this will be the first pick towards your ranking.
Yeah, who's going first?
You.
All right.
All right. So let's see what we got here. Jathan's first ranking in this is gonna be I'm pretty sure that is The Nightmare Before Christmas. So I feel like obviously you've seen that. That's a good one. It was in your list. So where are you gonna put that in one through 10 right now?
I'll put it the same spot that I had it on the Christmas episode. I'll put it at 9.
You're gonna, but I'm just saying, there's gonna be
I
films in here you
understand
probably
the
haven't.
risk.
Okay, all right. Okay, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Jathan has it at 9. All right, I'm next up. It should be off the list on the wheel, so we shouldn't get any duplicates. All right, let's see what I got. Die Hard, nice. So I actually just rewatched it like a week ago. I like Die Hard a lot, especially on my rewatches. Um, for the sake of this list, I think I'm gonna put it right in the middle right now at the 5 spot. It's not my personal top 10, but obviously this list, I don't know what I'm gonna get, so I think 5's a good spot for me right now. All right, we're right back over to Jathan. I'm gonna spin it again.
Like Lil Uzi.
Oh, is it gonna? Oh, no, I just missed it. All right, so we got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for Jathan. Where are you gonna rank Rudolph?
I'm gonna put Rudolph at. This will be contradictory to my list, but I'll put it at. Let's do 8.
I hope you fully understand how this works. I hope there's no confusion.
You hate my ranking for Rudolph.
No, I don't. But I'm just saying this top 25 of IMDb. There's films in here we haven't seen, so I'm just gonna say you're likely gonna put a film above these that you haven't even seen. I just hope you're aware of that.
Yeah, we'll put an asterisk right next to it.
Okay. All right. All right. So we're gonna. All right. My next spin. Let's see what we got here. Please, please. I want Home Alone. It's a Wonderful Life. I'm fine with. I'm cool with that. I like that film a lot. I think I'm gonna put that right above Die Hard.
Wow.
I have It's a Wonderful Life. I'm pretty sure rated on Letterboxd as a 4. So I'm happy with that, which is the same rating I give Die Hard. So they're pretty interchangeable for me, but I'm good with that. All right, next, kick it right back to Jathan. See what he gets. Of course. All right, so obviously Jathan, this is his number 1, so I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna go right at that spot. Yeah.
It's the name of the episode, baby.
Yeah, we got Jathan's number 1 on the list in this game, and his number 1 in real life, The Polar Express. So.
Bang bang.
Good for you, man. Good for you. I think your list is still pretty interesting, so we'll see how this turns out. All right. Oh, nice. All right. So I haven't seen Bad Santa. I was gonna watch it this year, but I ended up not watching it. Love Actually. I really like Love Actually. I think it's really, really fun. I know my ranking is very close right now, but I'm gonna go at the 6th spot. I give Love Actually a good rating on Letterboxd. I watched it for the first time last year, and it was a good movie.
Is there anything on here you haven't seen?
Yeah, there's some stuff. If it comes across, I'll mention it. Of course. You're getting all the fucking good shit. All right, so Home Alone. I'm assuming means the first. This means the first Home Alone. So where are we ranking Home Alone for you, Jathan?
I don't think my luck is gonna keep going, so I'll throw Home Alone at 2.
Okay. All right. I'm not mad with my list. It's nice that we've both gotten films we've seen so far. That's nice. Let's see what we get. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
I wanted that one.
So okay, it says 2000. So I'm assuming this means the Jim Carrey one.
Yes.
Um, Now I kind of wish that I bumped up It's a Wonderful Life and Die Hard. Because I'm certainly not putting the Grinch above them. I'll put it at 7. But I wish I did these ratings a little differently now that I'm thinking about it. But alright. Alright. Jathan spin coming up, see what he gets. Alright, I think this is
Keep
another
'em
one
coming.
of your personal favorites.
Keep them
Yeah.
coming.
So we got Christmas Vacation for Jathan.
I don't even know what's left on the list, but I'm gonna throw it at I'll do 5.
Okay. That's pretty good. I've seen Christmas Vacation once in my life. I think it's solid. I'm just not the biggest fan of Chevy Chase. Like, his comedic style is not personally one of my favorites, if I'm being honest. But let's see what we got. Let's see what we got cooking. At this point, I don't even know what to do.
Have you seen that?
Joyeux Noel? No, I don't even know
Let's look it
what
up.
that is. So yeah, I'll look it up. I came out in 2005. Diane Kruger, she's a good actress. Daniel Brohl, good actor. Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is.
It sounds depressing from the synopsis.
Yeah, it seems like a war Christmas movie. Yeah, sorry if anybody's listening. Sorry if you like this movie. It's nothing personal. I just haven't seen it, so I'm just gonna insert it right at the 10 spot.
Maybe you'll check it out.
All right. Maybe next year. Definitely not this year.
Ha ha! Let's go.
All right, of course. Jathan's got Elf next.
Elf is going at number 3. Just like the video.
Was it at your number 3 spot in your personal?
All of these films have been on my personal list, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess they have. Yeah. That's some bullshit. Let's see what we got.
No.
Santa Claus.
Yes!
Yes.
Okay, keep Charlie Brown there.
So the Santa Claus. I'm just at this point. I don't know what's left. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna put it at 2, just because I've rewatched this one every single year. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's hilarious. I'm gonna put the Santa Claus at number 2. All right. See what Jathan's cooking right here. Let's see what he gets.
Let's go.
And for anybody watching, I'm the one controlling the wheel, so Jathan getting all these is pure luck. I'm not doing it on purpose. But
number 4.
Charlie Brown Christmas. Okay. I will be watching this year. I think I have it lined up for Christmas Eve this year. I think that's when I'll watch it.
I'll probably watch it after this podcast.
All right. Let's see what I got. I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm gonna be getting.
Dang it.
Yeah. So this is unfortunately probably Tim Burton's biggest film that I still haven't seen. Edward Scissorhands.
Great movie.
I mean, I know I'll like it. I know it's gonna be a good film. I think just for the sake of not seeing it though, I'll put it at the 8. So I just hope that I don't get too many more films that I haven't seen. Let's see what we got. Silent Night 2002. I'm not even sure.
Haven't seen it.
What this film is. I think I've seen a version of Silent Night, but I don't know if I've seen this one. Let's look it up. Yeah. I've never Linda Hamilton, I guess she's a big actress. Yeah, I don't know. Never heard of it. It's a World War II Christmas film, but yeah, that's what you got, Jathan. I'm assuming I know where this is gonna go, but
oh yeah, throw it at 10.
Yep.
That's why I left it there.
I hope you get.
You said I got lucky,
never
but
seen before.
if you If you look at my draft board, I filled
If
that board nicely. I'm GM of the year.
if if your next two spots are films that you've seen, yeah, I guess
Call me
you did
Brad
a good job.
Stevens.
All right, let's see who we got. See who we got. Now, of course,
Oh,
Bad
banger.
Santa. I know it's a really funny film. I know people really love it. I just haven't seen it yet, so I have to go. I have to go nine spot. Honestly, I should have watched it this year. I was gonna just don't get enough time for it.
I snuck in the living room when my parents were watching that. That's about all I've got on that. Come on.
Yes. I don't even know what this film is. I don't think you know. Happiest season. Let's see what it is. I guess this is it. I don't know how the hell this made the top 25. Hopefully I'm picking the right film, but we'll just go with that. I'm assuming you haven't seen it, Jathan. I know I haven't seen it, but
It's the seventh best Christmas film, apparently.
yeah, can't type. All right, so Jesus Christ, I didn't mean to do that.
1 and 3. Oh boy, here we go.
I know I just clicked off the wheel though. Can I get
Pull
that
up
page
your
back?
Google history.
Yeah. God damn it. All right, we're good. We're chilling. All right.
Ooh, lucky.
I was just gonna delete some of the names, but would have had to cut that out. Okay, Miracle on 34th Street. I have seen this. I really really like it. It's a good film. I don't think I would have it as high as I'm gonna put it, but actually, let's see what's left. What's left? Scrooge, Santa Claus Coming to Town, Christmas Carol, Family Man, Christmas Story, Gremlins. I'll take the risk. I'll put this at 3.
That's crazy.
It's really good. Well, there's like 3 films on there that are left on the wheel that I like more, so I'll
All
go
I
with
see
that
is
number 3.
all I see is socks in my stocking.
All right, let's see what Jathan gets for his last film. Nice, stay on that. I've never seen this. Trading Places. Have you seen it?
No,
Was it Eddie Murphy? I've heard of this. I honestly didn't know that this was a Christmas movie, but I guess it is.
doesn't look like one.
No. This is what IMDb gave me. So if anybody hates this list, blame it on them. That's where I grabbed it from.
Trading season.
All right, so this is what I say.
It's Trading Places.
Oh yeah, Trading Places.
There you go.
All right, my last spin. I'm hoping for a Christmas Story or a Santa Claus Coming to Town. Hopefully. Yes. All right. I can live with that. A Christmas Story. I can live with that at my number 1. I think my dad would be happy at seeing that at the number 1 spot.
Not a bad number 1 by any means.
All right. So yeah, I mean, out of both these lists, I certainly don't love mine, but I'll quickly go over mine 1 through 10. So number 1, I have Christmas Story. Number 2, The Santa Claus. Number 3, Miracle on 34th Street. Number 4, It's a Wonderful Life. Number 5, Die Hard. Number 6, Love Actually. Number 7, The Grinch, the Jim Carrey version. Number 8, Edward Scissorhands. Number 9, Bad Santa. And number 10, Joyeux Noel. Don't know what it is. Yeah. I mean, most of the things on my list I have seen. I just don't love the ranking of them, if I'm being honest. Jathan, I don't know how the hell he got his top 3 pretty much as his personal top 3, but for number 1, he got The Polar Express. Number 2, Home Alone. Number 3, Elf. Number 4, Charlie Brown Christmas. Number 5, Christmas Vacation. Number 6, Trading Places. Number 7, Happiest Season. Number 8, Rudolph. Number 9, The Nightmare Before Christmas. And number 10, Silent Night. I will say I didn't like your strategy in the beginning, but I think it paid off. I think your top 5 is pretty similar to yours.
Both of our top 5s are pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean I like my top 5, but I just wish I got more films that were in my personal top 10. But I guess nobody likes all of the other reindeer. I guess so. No, but yeah, I thought that was just a cool blind ranking thing. I think I'm gonna try to do more blind ranking things like this down the line, because I feel like
They're
I
pretty
can
fun.
make the wheel anything I want, and I feel like, depending on the film we talk about, it would be fun to do down the line. But for the second game, I got this idea from a film podcast that I watch. But this one, obviously, Christmas related. We're going to be doing a
Oh boy.
Christmas Jeopardy. So, obviously, the rules of Jeopardy, most people know. You pick the category, you pick the number of points you want. Obviously, if you get the question right, you get the points added to your total. If you get the question wrong, subtracted. Or you can just elect to not answer it. If you don't want to answer it, the other person will get a chance to steal the points. But I didn't overview this. I only looked at one question. I didn't look at the answer for it, but I looked at the question. So I'm not going to choose that question. I'll avoid it. I didn't look at the answer, so if it does, I do have to end up. If I do have to end up answering it, I know what the question is. I don't know the answer, but there's obviously normal Jeopardy. Hopefully, you guys can be able to see most of the screen on the video. Our webcams might be covering some portion of it, but we're going to be talking our way through this. So there's two columns that are just like kind of Christmas facts or whatever. Two of them obviously Christmas movies, and the last one being Christmas songs. Um, I'm sure most of the people watching this have seen Jeopardy and know kind of how it flows, how it goes. Like I said, if you get it right, the points get added to you. If you get it wrong, the points get subtracted. And we're just going to be going through this, and whoever wins this, like I said, is the winner, and they get to choose a film in 2026 that we have to review. No matter what, they pretty much get complete control of that episode and what we're going to talk about on the film portion of the episode. So, Jathan, I'll kick it over to you. I'll let you make the first pick, whatever category you want. So,
Um, for those watching video, the left column is just Christmas. So I'll pick
yep.
from that category. I'll go Christmas for 200.
Okay. So I'll just read everything out. I'll be the host, but also I'm playing as well. So name three things you want to wrap. You need to wrap a gift. Sorry.
Well, you need wrapping paper, you need the
Mm-hmm.
gift, and you need tape.
Okay. So I don't know what the answer is. So if it's not the three that are in the answer, you technically get this wrong. So I don't know. I don't know what it is, but let's see what it is. Okay. Tape, wrapping paper, ribbon.
You don't need a
I
ribbon.
was honest. I was gonna say ribbon because that's what I was thinking. I personally don't think you get that right because you said the gift. So
Well,
you got 2 out of 3.
what are you wrapping then if you don't have the gift?
They said you need to wrap the gift, so the gift's already included.
Yeah,
Three things
but
you need to wrap.
if you don't have a gift to wrap, then you
Yeah,
can't
but it's
wrap the
already
gift.
included in the subject of the sentence is gift already.
Oh well.
I mean,
You didn't make it.
you didn't have to answer. Yeah, I did make it. I did make it. But you technically got it wrong, so that's minus 200.
Why are you subtracting? It
Yep.
should be 0.
Because no, if you get it wrong in Jeopardy, you get minus. I don't make the Jeopardy rules. That's
All
just
right.
how they've been. I'm
Mickey
gonna
Mouse.
kick it over to. Nope, I didn't make the Jeopardy rules, and I didn't make this quiz. I just found it online. I'm gonna do Christmas movies from the left column for 300. So in A Christmas Story, what happens to Ralphie's friend as a result of triple dog dare from another classmate? I'm assuming this is the part where the friend at recess goes out and licks the pole and his tongue gets stuck to the pole. So
That
I
should
think
be
that's
100 points. Everyone
I think
knows
that's
that.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, he gets his tongue stuck to the flagpole. Okay, yeah, I think I said that. So yeah, that was a pretty layup one for 300. But like I said, don't come at me, anybody. I didn't make it. I found this online. So, Jathan, off to you.
Christmas songs for 100.
Okay, Christmas songs 100. Finish the lyric. Blank through the snow on a one horse open sleigh.
Dashing. What is dashing?
Correct. So that is bump Jathan up to get almost out of the negatives. So, all right, I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Christmas like miscellaneous category on the left hand side for 100. Name four of
Ooh.
Santa's reindeers. Okay, I'll go. Dasher, Prancer, Comet, Cupid. I think those are the four that start off the song. Dasher, Dancer. What did I say? Dasher, Dancer, Comet, Cupid. Yeah.
That's
I mean,
five.
it said name four.
Yeah, so you named five, so get out of here.
Yeah, I said I didn't mean to name Prancer.
But you named five. That wasn't the question.
No, listen, I said Dasher, Dancer, Comet, Cupid, and then as I read it along, I went Dasher, Dancer, Prancer. I said, oh, I didn't mean to say Prancer, Comet, Cupid, because I was just reading them all out.
Last time I heard, I didn't know there was a reindeer named. I didn't know there was a reindeer named Prancer.
That wasn't in my when I was answering it. I was just reading the list along, and then I stopped and said, "Oh, I didn't say that."
We'll give it to you
Jesus Christ.
for your Mickey Mouse game, but
It said name four of Santa's reindeers. I said Dasher, Dancer, Comet, Cupid, and then I said I hit the reveal the answers, and then I was just starting to read them, and I stopped myself at Prancer after I said it because I said, "Oh, I didn't say that in my answer." Then I just went to the two that I said.
I'll give it to you.
Okay, if we're getting this Mickey Mouse, then fucking blow up the whole game. All right, go to you, Jesus Christ Almighty.
Christmas for 400.
On the left hand side.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. What is a traditional type of Christmas tree starting with P? I think I know, but and you don't have to answer if you don't want. Okay. I'm gonna steal this. I'm gonna steal it, and I'm gonna go pine. What is pine? Yeah. I didn't know if it was something crazy, but I felt like it was pretty. Yeah.
I thought they're gonna be specific, so.
I thought they might have gone crazy too, but I was like, I'll take the steal because you're still in the negatives.
Yeah, you're killing me.
So it's mine. I'm gonna go Christmas 100 from the middle category. What Christmas beverage is also known as milk punch? I'm assuming they mean eggnog. So what is eggnog? Yeah, I feel like that was very easy.
Who calls it milk punch?
I don't know. It's just I guess another term for it. But back to Jathan. What do we got here? We might need some points on the board.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go deep here with Christmas movies for 400.
Okay, which side do you want? Left or right? Up to you.
I'll take left.
Okay. Christmas category for 400. How many ghosts show up in A Christmas Carol? Okay.
I'm gonna go with 3.
I think you're correct. 4? Who are the 4?
Oh. Ebenezer.
Does he count as one?
Well, doesn't he die in Christmas Future?
Oh no, the beginning of before. So it's Ghost of Christmas Past, Present, and Future. But at the beginning in his bed, I think Marley, who he used to work with, shows up. I honestly forgot that. I would have said 3 too, so I don't even blame you. But according to the game, I would have said 3 too. So that was just luck of the draw. I would have said 3. I'm gonna go. Let me go Christmas. I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna go Christmas movies for 500 and see what we got. What is the name of the son in the Santa Claus movies? Okay, I'm assuming they're talking about Tim Allen movies. I hope so. And the son's name is Charlie. So, who is Charlie? I'm sorry. All right. Yeah, I feel like that was pretty easy. That was easier than the Christmas Carol one.
I wouldn't have gotten that.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, the current points are if you are just listening and not watching. So Nick is at 1,400, and Jathan is at negative 500.
I'm gonna go with Christmas for 500, and this might put me in the grave if I lose here.
Left or right?
Left.
And you don't have to answer, but that means I can steal. But all right, let's see what it is. What word for Christmas was borrowed from French? I'm assuming France.
Noel. What is Noel?
Bang. All right. That's a good thing for Jathan right there. Get back in the positive
Shout
numbers,
out
hopefully.
Massachusetts native Nerlens Noel.
Is he really?
Yeah, Everett.
I didn't know that. Let's see here. I'm kind of scared to go to the songs, to be honest with you. I think I'm gonna go Christmas movies for 200. What is the dog's name from The Grinch? That's really easy. Max. Who is Max? Yeah, that was definitely a 200 level question, I feel like.
Give me Christmas for 500 again.
I'm praying for you here. Let's see what we got. Name for German evil Christmas Santa. Oh, okay, you gotta know this.
Krampus. What is Krampus?
Okay. Yep. Bang. And if you don't say the what is, I'm not playing that Jeopardy rule. That's a little too extra. But yeah, who is Krampus? Yeah. All right. Let's finish out the Christmas movies for 100. Let's see what we got here. What is the name of the main character from Elf? I'm assuming that would just be Buddy the Elf. Who is Buddy the Elf? Yep. Nice little layup right there. All right. See, we got Nick at 1700, Jathan at 500, making a little pushback. Let's see what we got.
Christmas for 300 on the left.
All right, let's see what we got. How do you say Merry Christmas in Spanish?
Feliz. What is Feliz Navidad?
Correct. Easy. All right, Jathan's making a little push.
Yeah, don't choke.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Christmas movies for 100. In Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind? I feel like this one could trip people up. But in the first Home Alone, I'm pretty sure it's just Florida. So what is Florida? I thought Paris was the second one. No, but Florida must be the second one. Yeah. I thought for sure Paris was the second one. Yep. Subtracting 100 right there. That's embarrassing. I like Home Alone too much to get that wrong. But
Christmas songs for 400.
all right. This I'm nervous. Fill in the blank with the next 4 words. Okay, so not just the next word. It said next 4. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every.
I'm gonna skip this one.
Let me think. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every. I got it. With everyone I used to know. That's 5. So I guess take off the last one.
I'll count it.
Everyone might be one word. With everyone I used to know. So I think used to know is it.
Ha!
Christmas card I write.
Yep.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. I mean, I'm taking the points off, but what the fuck is that?
For those that play
Have you heard-
blackjack, that's when you say stand to the dealer and you let the house lose that one.
Well, I get money to play with. Have you heard that before?
No.
I thought it was everyone I used to. I don't know. Can't complain. I got it wrong. You picked that one. It's off back to my pick.
No.
I'm gonna go Christmas. Yeah, you picked it. You pass on it,
The last
so I can
time,
steal it.
The last time we skipped, you got it. You got the points, and then you chose another one. So it's like, okay, makes sense because you won. But this one, it's like you lost it. So
I'm just going order of who's picking. I'm just going order back and forth of who's picking the questions. If I skip this one and you take it up, you still get the next pick.
Okay.
I'm just going back and forth on the picks. That's all I've been doing the whole time. In the Polar Express, where does the train arrive for the main character? Well, is this like particular to the suburb he lives in, or is it just talking about it just picks him up at his house? I'm just gonna say his house at Hero Boy's house. I'm willing to sacrifice 200 points.
I was gonna say the North Pole.
It doesn't pick them up at the North Pole.
Where does the train arrive?
Well, it means like where's it pick them up at? Like,
Sure.
are you counting my answer as house right or wrong? It's
It's
up to you
correct.
because it says okay. All right. Okay.
Give
Your
me
pick now.
Christmas movies for 500.
Jesus, he's going for it. Who is the Pumpkin King of Halloween Town? How does that have to?
Jack Skellington. Final answer.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, I thought they meant. I was thinking, the Disney Halloween Town movie,
Nope.
the Disney
Don't
Channel
care.
original
Won't watch it.
one. No, you're right. You're totally right. I was thinking of a different movie. All right, Jathan is back in the ball game. I slipped up with a couple questions. Jathan is on the offensive side, so it's 1,400 Nick, 1,300 Jathan. I think I'll just go Christmas movie 300. Let's see what we got. How did Frosty come to life? With the magical hat. So, what is magical hat? Top hat, whatever. The kids place a magical hat on his head. Yeah, okay. Felt like that was safe. Got nervous for a second though.
I'll go Christmas movies for 400. Feels like my category.
Knocking out the movies right here. Okay, what Christmas bonus does Clark Griswold receive from his boss?
I think
Is this talking about?
I think they're referring
I
to
think
It's a Wonderful Life.
I think they are too, and I know the number. I think it's your thing though. I'm not giving you no. There's no shot clock. Take your time.
This is totally out there, but I'll go with $10. He got a bag of chips from his boss. Like that's what I remember.
All right. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but you answered, so I can't steal anyway. But all right, let's see what it is. Jathan says $10. Jelly of the what the fuck? Maybe this is not is the Wonderful Life.
I'm gonna look up Clark Griswold.
All right. Oh, I gotta subtract the points, but
National Lampoon.
I was. Oh, then I was way off. I was thinking Christmas. It's a Wonderful Life as well. I would have been completely off. God damn it. I'll go Christmas songs 500 because if I don't know it, I'll probably just pass on it. But let's see what we got here. This might put the nail in the coffin though. In the 12 days of Christmas, what did my true love send to me on the fourth day? Shit. All right. Oh God. I'm gonna go for it. Make it interesting. I'm not positive, but I want to say
It's not easy.
I think it's four calling birds on the fourth day. Four calling birds.
I
Is
think
what
you
I'm
might
gonna
be
go with.
right.
I thought it was three French hens.
3 turtle doves.
I thought it was two turtle doves. Let me look up. I'm not saying that this is wrong. I'm just curious now. Let me subtract the points first. So I'm back down to. I'm at 1,200. Jathan's at 900. So it's anybody's game. You can pick. I'm just looking up. I'm just curious.
Christmas songs
Of
200.
what Christmas songs 200. We got which Christmas song contains the lyric "Everybody dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way"?
I can't do these lyrics. I'm gonna skip this one. I can't do it.
I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I'm just pulling up the lyrics right now to the 12 Days of Christmas song because. Okay, I don't know what you want to do about this because I was correct, but according to the Jeopardy, it was wrong. So But that could mean other questions are wrong. I think we just keep the points as
I
it is.
think
But
we
it
have
was
to
for
continue the Mickey Mouse game as is.
no, I agree. But just for the sake of people knowing, it is four calling birds, like I said, then three French hens, then two turtle doves. So I wasn't crazy, but we're gonna keep the points as is. So you're gonna pass on this, you say though,
Yeah.
on the song. So I think everybody dancing merrily in the new old fashioned way is I'm blanking on the song. It's I know they played it. I'm gonna pass on it as well. Let's just see what it is. Once I see the title, I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah, rocking around the Christmas tree. I should have known that.
I'm not mad
That's a
at that.
classic. I don't want to lose any more points. Um, but it's my pick. I'm gonna stay away from the songs. The songs have been hurting me. I'm gonna go to Christmas 200. In the United States, over 2 billion of these are sent each year at Christmas time. I mean, I don't know if they're talking about to people, like letters sent, or they're talking about. I know, like, I don't know. Maybe we send trees away. I don't know. I don't think I want to risk it on this one. I'm gonna pass if you want to take it, Jathan.
I'll risk it. Um, it's got to be either one of two things here, and they use the word sent, so I'm gonna go with letter to Santa.
That might be it. Oh, Christmas cards. I didn't think of letters to Santa. That would have been. I feel like that would have been a better. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't make this Jeopardy, and I did not overlook it before we started because that would be cheating. But all right, it's your pick, Jathan, for the category.
I'm gonna go for the kill here. Christmas for 400.
Okay. So, true or false? Studies show that the average American gains 3 pounds over the holidays.
I feel like it's more.
I was gonna say that too, but
I'll say true.
okay. Jathan's going true.
What?
Closer to 1 pound. Okay, I would have said true. All right. So I think for the sake of this, um, I'm just gonna guess no matter what. I'm just gonna go Christmas 300. Let's see what do naughty kids get for
Come
Christmas?
Come on.
They get coal. Yeah, that was. Hey man, I did not. I'm not agreeing with this Jeopardy. Don't come at me. I didn't make it. I just found it on the internet. So obviously, Jathan has to go Christmas songs 300. Mariah Carey's Christmas hit is blank.
All I want for Christmas is you.
Yeah.
I've worked at Target, so I know that answer is like it's nothing.
All right. So, I mean, this one a little bit worse than I thought. Obviously, some of these questions weren't right. That Clark question, I don't know about that. I'm not too positive. I know the song one was definitely wrong because on the fourth day of Christmas, it's not three French hens.
I had fun.
Yeah, I hope it was fun. I had fun with it. The final score was 1,500, Nick to 600, Jathan. We went up and down a lot.
I'm
I mean,
just
Jathan
happy
almost
I
came
got
back
out
from
of
a.
the negatives. Like that was crazy.
Yeah, I know you came back from a down negative 500, and you were within like 200 points of me, I think. But yeah, there is a lot of Jeopardy movie templates online, so we can bring this back for sure, and we can do like a winner gets to pick something. So I'm gonna be keeping this in the back pocket for down the line of 2026. I get to choose a movie we get to review down the line. I don't know when that's gonna be, but yeah, I guess that's all we really got for today's episode. Honestly, I didn't realize that there is another Monday in December, but that will be after Christmas. So this was kind of perfect. The last Christmas episode. This will be coming out the week of Christmas. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about our schedule for the rest of the year and what we're planning in January. a bunch of times already, so not gonna go over that. But I just hope, at the time of when this episode drops, I hope everybody has a good Christmas on that Thursday. Hopefully, you guys are watching some Christmas movies leading up to Christmas and on Christmas. In the comments below, maybe if you're still watching at this point, just tell us your favorite Christmas movie. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Peace.